don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, fuck, wow. There's a lot of options. Turn around and leave? Yeah, let's fuck.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yes.
Do you even know where you're going?
No. I'm gonna make myself smaller so I'm not in the fucking way. About there. I'll still be covering some of the text, though. The cabin, I'm not. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going, the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world.
You can't Stanley Parable me. I'm out of here. Turn around and leave again.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Perfect start this game. First, just don't play the game.
I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Uh-huh.
Forever.
Uh-huh. What? Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping the woods. It has to be killed. You're not emotionally blackmailing me.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Fuck you, I don't want your maturity.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? The cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you
I think you're
fated
doing this.
confrontation with the princess.
It's no one else but you, narrator. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I'll start walking in different directions again. In fact, I'm gonna keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived.
First playthrough, fuck you, I'm not playing.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange
I do love the
starts to
sketch
happen.
style of this game.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you realize that those flickers weren't just a
How many
trick
princesses
of the
are
light.
there? Oh no, I fucked up.
In every
Oh my god!
there is a path and a cabin. And not just the cabin. An infinite fracture of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths.
Let's break the world!
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
You're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility.
The
because
princess
you care
harem.
more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all. You know that, right?
Yes.
But of course you do.
It's not the first time I've
Otherwise you
done
would
that.
Just wander off into
Not
the
even
forest
in this
search
world.
of certain death. You lose track of just how long.
But it is the first one in this world.
Tromping through the wilderness.
I fucked
It's
up.
not like
I
any of
said
that
it wrong.
time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yay! Congratulations, I beat the game. I'm already on chapter 2.
You're on a path in the
Oh, what
woods,
the hell?
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
How about no? Wait, hasn't this
It
already
hasn't.
happened?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Fucking liar.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object.
There's
I wonder
too
what else
many
we could go
voices in
ruin
here,
his
man.
day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices
Fuck
to the
you,
back
I'm not
of your
slaying
mind
her.
and stay
I'm not doing
focused
your
on the
fucking
task
stabs.
ahead.
You do it. Yep, okay, gonna head to the cabin where I'm definitely gonna slay.
I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously.
Fuck off,
I
God.
am begging you. A warning before you go any further.
I'm not going any further.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Oh, fuck you. Come on. Let me go. Let me disobey authority.
The cabin interior is
Whoa.
a confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there.
Oh fuck, there's like nothing
such that
down
the
below
seams are never
either.
quite visible
It's just
enough
space.
for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature.
Oh no, it's the DeviantArt table.
Is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet,
I like this guy.
throw it out the window.
I like this
Good
voice.
as a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway. No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to
there's
expect
even more
and
over here.
no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, and when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My
Stop
job is
talking.
to describe facts
I want
and
to throw
facts,
the knife out of the
and
window.
you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
I love how he's like, oh, doom the world, all that stuff, and I'm like, wee!
Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
Fuck you, I'm gonna get schizophrenia.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just
This is
accept
real?
it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
You didn't even say anything about the
We should
mirror.
look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting
I
on
mean,
the
they all
table,
look
and
like
the doors
windows,
of the
to be
basement.
fair.
There's nothing
Like,
else
this
in
looks
here.
like a mirror, too.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
I also want to look and see how handsome
We
I
shouldn't
am.
waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? So we're all in agreement then. We're looking. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
That's my
I hope you
hand.
know how ridiculous you look right now.
I'm
It was there a
Birdman.
second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Contrarian is now my favorite voice. Alright, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world.
Can I throw it out the window?
Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious
see, he
if we
gets
hold
it.
with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade the other way.
Switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Step. Whoops, whoa. Throw the blade out the window!
Ah, yes! Do it!
Yeet!
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
I mean, what's stopping us from going outside again? But, you know, he wants us to... He doesn't really leave us as much choice.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
This is the
a web of
basement?
branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it.
You explain
kind of
things too
indiscernible
much.
quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
We threw away the knife.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap.
For a hero, you
But
very much are
whatever we do,
cowardly.
We're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
So?
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success?
Nah.
There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Center.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides.
I broke the game already.
Yours once you've made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Wait, what?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself.
What happened to my
begin
hand?
Tether.
It's a bird.
Physical sensations
Whoa.
dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal,
Whoa, what the hell is
skepticism and
this?
blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, An emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
What? What the fuck are you?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Fuck off. Hold on. Where's my mod tools? Buying views. Hey, congratulations for being your bat. I broke the game. Alright. Where are my mod tools? There we are. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, back to this.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
Ah, whoa, lots of things. What's your name?
Princess.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking useful.
Ah! Princess, if you'd like.
What the actual fuck?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once
I decided to
just one of her,
start this game and I'm like, fuck you, and walked away from the cabin.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly?
We were never here last time.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen.
Yes, this is my first
Only
run.
you'd listened to
I
whatever
immediately
words
did
of
not
wisdom
listen.
you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them.
I had
It's not
watched
too
a
late.
playthrough of this,
You
but
have a job to
it's
do
been
here,
like
and
over a
you
year,
need
so I'm
to
not
do
gonna
it
remember.
now.
In case, yeah.
Ooh, new
I
plan.
also threw the
Let's
knife
see
out
if
of the
we can
window.
make even more of her.
Oh, I like this. There's
There
more.
must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going.
Ooh, trippy.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her.
Slay her
now
what? I
before
threw
things
out the
get more
name.
complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it.
I was.
Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things
Tickle,
worse.
tickle. Whoa. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. Leave her in the basement. Regrettably think of it. Whoa, that's like big option there.
Wait, that's not right. Go on.
Ah!
Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands.
Ah,
Once
no.
you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't...
Oh, fuck. I may have fucked up here.
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
Oh, I got my knife.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think. How surprisingly sincere.
Whoops, I skipped the stuff again.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
You just destroyed. I'm not gonna fix you. What now? I'll do my best. Hands! Hands! Illusion of choice. When everything is possible, nothing is. Ooh. Man, you really fucked it. Sorry. You don't know. She had a chance to hear her reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's
Yes.
gone.
Does that mean the world ended? What are we supposed to do now?
Well, I don't know where she went, and I don't know where we even go looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
You're asking me? I think I'm
There's
supposed to look at the
something
mirror.
dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that. I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never
It's
scared you
different
before.
now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Whoa, I never had a good look. You're alone in a place. Whoa. Whoa. It's the forest, but it's voidy. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Whoa. What? Whoa. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary? What the fuck are you on about?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network.
Oh.
I wish to be more.
Oh, I see. You're just an entity forming. You're the beginning of something. I'm a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
You're scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
We're in the void right now, so it makes sense, considering things all kind of come from the void, so it's all just a start. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I will.
You won't.
I will, though. Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1! A rich and vibrant heart, bring the stranger to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
The
And at
real
the end of
Slay
that
the
path
part starts
is a
here. You'll know it when
And
you
in the
see it.
basement of that cabin
Welcome to Slay the
is a
Princess.
You're here to slay her.
Yeah. Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by sitting tab on your keyboard. Ah, thank you. Alright. Have you considered that I'm okay with the world
Of
ending?
course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those.
When you've lived as long as I have, you go through all the experiments. Have you considered maybe the only reason that she's going to end the world is because she's
While
locked
I
up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
You certainly go through the experiments in this game. It's more fun to do them in real life, but this is, I guess, more ethical.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job.
But
and
why is
slay
it
her.
my job? Yes, yeah, somebody else can do this.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I
Totally
don't.
do. So sweet, I've always wanted off a monarch. Viva la
That's
revolution!
the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go.
Alright.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The
Yeah,
only furniture of note is
like
a
I said, I've
plain
watched
wooden
this,
table.
but it's been a year, so
Perched
I've
on that
mainly
table
forgotten
is a
what.
pristine blade.
I have vague memories of this game, essentially. Kind of like the main character.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't know what path to take and stuff like that for the true ending and or 100% ending. Alright, gonna enter the bed. Fuck the blade. I'm gonna apply
The door to
democracy.
the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This
That or I
is
can use
an
my hands.
oppressive place. The air
My
feels
little
heavy
bird
and
hands.
damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Maybe she likes it here.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm never gonna trust
You're
the
playing
narrator.
a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to
How many
save you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Yeah, the achievement. Yeah, there is no 100% ending, but yeah. You essentially have to go through all the endings.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Oh god, I'm not that sexy. I'm not your knight in shining armor. I'm your gremlin in feathers.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused.
Fuck off,
I'm not
narrator.
riding on you here.
I want to get the... Wait, it is just pussy. I can't... It's a princess. It's just P. The princey? Prissy? Yeah. The prissy.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Nah, there's a bug here.
They're large and
It's a
heavy,
little fruit fly.
far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Yeah.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
No, let's try
She
and...
offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
She must have been here for a while.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is this you, narrator?
Someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess.
Fuck off.
And you won't leave until the task is done.
Nah, I'm gonna save her.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just
Fuck
taken
off.
the blade like you were supposed to.
Nah, I'm going pacifist.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination.
You can see her bone!
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
Yeah.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
At this point, we should cut her arm off because, yeah, save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Okay, we need to find fire now to cauterize the wound there.
Her limb falls to the ground.
Because we're medieval ages
The
and that
heavy
shit's
chains
not getting
follow
screwed
suit.
back on.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Motherfucker.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Nuh-uh.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah.
Watch me.
No.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm trying.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
No, you're not. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from
Woo!
your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Saving her.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Ah. Understandable. Have a
She
nice
plunges
day.
it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into
Whatever.
your chest
Fuck you.
again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Aww.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Aww.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Motherfucker. None of that would have happened if you just let us.
You're on a path in...
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to
My
your trick.
tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
Fuck you.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of it.
I guess the smitten.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
I wouldn't say we're in love, but...
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically.
It's
Sounds like he's the sort who'd
way.
sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Alrighty. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really happened. Why should I listen to you?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain.
Yeah.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
Fuck you.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I mean, yeah, if you have like a save point that you keep going about, there is no such thing as consequences.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical
I
scenario,
mean, technically,
that begs the question
my
of
character
how
felt a
you
lot
got
of
back.
pain and
Did
suffering.
time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Yep.
Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well, I didn't see it, so it didn't happen.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted,
Okay, this is the voice of the simp,
dastardly
not the
scheme.
voice of the smitten.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Well, I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna find a way to save her.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
Yeah.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone
With
does.
consent.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Yeah.
You're not at the cabin yet.
Fuck you, I've
Still have
aligned
plenty of
myself
time to reflect
far
on the
weirder
situation.
people than this.
I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Alright, proceed to the cabin. The Emp and Simp stands for
Before you go
mediocre.
any further. She will lie.
Yeah.
The interior of the
Whoa.
cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade
From
is
what I'm
your
aware,
implement.
looking into this mirror
Read
actually
it if you
does
want to do
nothing.
this
It's just
right.
supposed to be a preemptive to the mirror at the end of the world. Or in the void. Alright. Yeah, because acknowledging the mirror does nothing, from what I'm assuming.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing
Fire!
an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
What do you mean? This is like the most. You were just talking about the walls were gold trim. Slaying her is
soft
doing a
voice
favor.
carries
Whatever.
up the stairs.
Fuck you, man.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Shut up,
I
simp.
can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Hero gets
Yes,
it.
for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part
I just
of
imagine like all the
manipulation.
voice that you hear is what she's hearing down there. She's like, what the fuck is that guy talking about?
You walk down the
Oh,
stairs.
she's so
and lock
pretty.
eyes
Look
with
at her
the
big fluffy
princess.
dress.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to
Oh,
rescue
God.
you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right?
Yeah, you're just in my head.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
You are lust incarnate.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Me and the narrator finally agree.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Oh, she remembers the last timeline.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Fuck off.
And she called us a hero.
Oh, she's both getting on both of yours.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yep.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Fucking calling him a villain.
Well, she killed us.
Nah, the narrator killed us.
Because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
God damn it.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world,
You can't tell me
sure
Smitten
we want
is
to
a
do
random
this?
romance and
Are
drive.
you sure we want
If
to?
that Smitten
race
existed in real life as a physical person, he would be in jail for stalking. This. Did the end of the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
You don't have to sim for me.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
People are just a plague. I hope you brought a slow paper rune to all the... No, I don't want the world to
Then
end.
I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. Not so sure.
Oh, fuck. Fuck off, Dickard. I need to change that where the prompts come up. I forgot to swap that out. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I'd rather we not.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Fuck you.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
I'd rather she be in one
No,
piece.
you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Fuck you, it'll be
I
fine.
can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth...
Fuck. I accidentally hit tab for a second. Fuck, I really wish... Oh, okay. I'm free. You're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you so much. I told you there's no life worth more than saving that of a true believer. I can't believe I did. I guess I just have to. Saw you approach it. If I'd listened to him if I were you, you had a lot of strong feelings. You're right. Alright. We leave. And now we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do
Sounds
next.
Perfect.
She's just a yes woman, isn't she? A blank
princess
slate.
Takes your hand,
Nothing there.
The last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need
gonna stay away from the
world
tab
for our
button.
happy ending.
In fact, actually, I will have my hand off the keyboard.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
We just freed her from the
And
depths.
what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
You should know, with the two of us combined, we will be free!
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Same. I think I've got this.
Okay. Yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand on the door, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? Ha! I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our hearts, bound together as one. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Nah.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
Maybe.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Yeah! Stop with these interruptions. I've made my line. We're leaving.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Yay! We did it! We saved the princess!
Our happy ending at
Yeah!
last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was
It's
too
just
busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
You're staring only at the eyes? I have doubts on that.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
No.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Whoopsies, ended the world. You don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Brings
Why
back
now?
old memories. Not of the mirror, this place. Approach the mirror. There's no point in talking to them.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. As you silence and reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you see what's in it. The bloat you've grown. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we're a little deformed. You find yourself in the long quiet again.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives. and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
So not much has changed yet. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
Well, that's what happens.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When I go back, it's an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I do the same things as before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
How many more vessels do I need?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
I assume that you're quite young.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
That's okay. Your burdens are also mine.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Round 3! A gentle heart. Alright. Well, I kind of did...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay.
Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What's the reward? Can you tell me my prize is for doing a good
It's
job?
a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I want out of this loop.
That's the spirit. You make your way up a warning.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take the blade finally.
You take the blade from the table.
I'm gonna try save her with the
door to
blade
the
this
basement
time.
creaks open, revealing a...
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
She sounds a little bit more maliceful.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nah, I just brought the blade this time to cut off your arm.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
How would I get you out of
You
here?
can't. Don't
Fuck off.
bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, We can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
What? Oh yeah, what's your name? How long have you been down here?
Do you?
You were apparently gonna end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything. All for the sake of one person.
I'm gonna save her.
And a subjugating
I don't care if she's
monarch
being a
known
bitch. I'm gonna save her.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
How long you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never
To be
get
fair,
a
she
straight
could have
answer.
lost track of time.
Oh,
Come on.
have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm gonna free her again. I'm gonna keep you locked down here. Oh. You can abandon her? I didn't know you can abandon her. We'll do that on another route. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there's any keys, besides cutting you out of here.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much
Fuck off, I'm
easier
not
if you'd
killing her
simply
yet.
slain her like you were supposed to.
Another round. I'm gonna do all the good ones first.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Alright.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, as the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
Alright. Warn her.
Stop.
Resist. Oh, fuck, I missed something there. Remains unchanged as you watch she collapse. You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick. Ah, so she goes for the quick death. Alright. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning.
Yeah. Let's see if the place has changed.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat
It is
and more like a
changed.
dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your
Just enter the basement.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
Eh?
We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Armored skeptic, is that you?
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because
Yeah.
she's an existential threat to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
entire
yeah.
world.
She's a threat. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
It was a big idea. I don't get a say here.
Yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wow.
Ah!
You do
I didn't want to
exactly
take
that,
it.
Sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless.
God damn it, narrator, fuck off.
Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first? You walk down
Oh,
the stairs and lock eyes
that's a
with
lot
the princess.
more.
She looks up at you.
We
the
can't
heavy
cut her out
collar
this
around her
time.
neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I'm here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happens last time after it died? The other chain on the wall, who's it for? What would we have me do? Like, she's gonna leave.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it'll fit.
Haha, funny.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want
I'm
to
not
be stuck
putting
in
it
like she
on.
is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Let it go.
Good. Forget you ever saw it. Nice try, but I won't. Specifically because you told me to.
Am I the only one who remember? I was here before.
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what?
Yeah.
For you failing,
Oh,
obviously.
we failed.
And you being here means that things are going
It's
to be a
all
lot
our
harder
fault that
than
you
they
took
were.
over our fucking
I really
bodies.
shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Why?
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it?
I just imagine you're like,
Know
we're
that
just kind of
you
like,
might not be the first
we're sitting there
version
and
of
she's just
yourself.
watching us. I wonder if she really
We
can
remember
hear us.
what happened before.
Or hear our voices at
Seems like we
least.
should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by
That's
messing
why,
it up.
but the princess doesn't want to
All
acknowledge
right.
that she can read your mind. Oh, I just realized I didn't close my, didn't shut. I'm gonna take a quick BRB and just get some more water in case you guys want me to drink. So have fun looking up at Chain Princess. Hey, Louis? Hey, Louis, I love you. I'm such a fucking.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more
Sorry,
your
I'm
mind
really
will
thirsty.
swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information.
Do we ever figure out
For the
why he
sake of
won't
the
tell
entire
us
world,
why
you
we
need
have to do
accept
this?
that. I won't. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. this is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Alright. What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
You can find out. Was it the no, I was talking to my boyfriend. I was yelling across the house.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
Well, worst that happens, right, is we die, and we just go back. So,
what should we do?
me and him gonna play co-op? Maybe. I would want to play like a story co-op game.
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons.
Why am I so fucking thirsty
If
right
you're
now?
handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned.
The one theory that I
Or maybe
really
they're
love
both
to
screwing
hear
us
is that
over
your
in their
person,
own ways.
that what you are is a kenku. And if you don't know what a kenku is, it's mainly done in D&D, but I believe it's actual folklore. There's supposed to be a bird-like creature, yeah, bird, that's more raven-based, that follows whatever their master says. So... You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? I'm not giving you the weapon. You realize I have much reason to distrust you as you distrust me. I'm not giving you a weapon in case you forgot you killed me last time.
But sure, let's talk about what happened. Because what happened is exactly my issue. The last time we met, your body tried to kill me. If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over. And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence. If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she? Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others. Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course, but you should be aware of my position.
If you want to leave, I'm gonna be with the weapon. Deal with it. That's how you're gonna be. Alright, I'm giving her the knife.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other
Not everybody
idea,
knows what a
like,
kenku is.
say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Stab, stab, stab.
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, Rory, tried to take over? Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again.
Haha, I love
Are
this
you?
guy.
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly.
What?
As she raises the
What?
blade to
No,
her
no, no,
foot.
no, no, no. Don't do that, sweetie.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own.
What?
Ah.
Watch an uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare
Oh,
forward
fuck.
unblinking as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage.
Is the
Glass
cartilage
sheet
around
is
your
bowed,
neck?
The blade grinding
I don't think so.
audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you.
What the fuck is she doing?
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
I don't think you can, buddy.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Yeah! Oh, fuck. What the actual fuck, man?
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go.
I have 3 different frowny faces.
She is gone, isn't she?
in that.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
What the hell is even our reward anyways?
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy
Get
your
fucked.
reward.
Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
Yeah, I think her eye twitched her a little.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you.
Stab,
All
stab,
you have
stab.
to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
I can hear the narrator's computer. I'm not sure of you guys, but if you're wearing headphones, you can hear the computer fan.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Ha ha ha!
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Yeah.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
You don't get the chance to respond. Nobody ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And is that a...
You're gonna have to trust me. We've been here
It
before.
feels so bad. Like, looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Julian Prince. See you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
If you say so. I trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
Fair enough. You approach the mirror. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. Time to see it. Oh! We're rotting. Find yourself in the long quiet. Proceed to the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Not to me. What do you think of this vessel? There you go.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
That always fucking startles me. Alright. Bring the prisoner's head to her. Oh my god.
You're on a path and you're here.
Yeah. Silently continue towards the cabin. Yeah. We're gonna take the blade. Enter the basement. Hey. I think I'm here to kill you. You weren't kidding when you said you would kill me. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Yeah.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I know what I've been told.
So you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Alright, we talked enough then.
Have you decided?
You know why you're here.
Oh my god, everybody's logging in. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here,
Oh my god, I really
there
need
will
to
be
turn this
hell to
off.
pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to plan. We're
It'll
locking
be
her
the
down there.
death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy
We
with
fall
fatigue.
asleep?
But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh, fuck!
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Oh, it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Uh-oh.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Time to leave.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
All this does is ease my guilty conscience.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the
fuck.
night to silence.
Oh,
in
fuck,
the
she
cabin.
escaped! Oh,
The
no!
ruckus has stopped,
Whoopsies.
and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
What?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
We gonna die.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Oh,
Your
God.
lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
It is. Well, at least this
I'm
round.
sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare?
You're on a path in the woods.
Turn around and leave.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? Oh, fuck. She's gonna kill me again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Ooh, the paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all. A warning.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. I missed shit again. Oh, what the fuck? She's already got out, hasn't she? The interior of the cabin is smooth wood, walls with featureless, knocked outside, pristine blades. Your blade is your instrument. Hold on, what's happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out as she's waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not gotten out, but if you get stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So yes, breathe in, breathe deep out. Your task away so you can do it. There is eyes in the fucking windows, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold tab anymore. I'm just gonna click through it. Oh, I'm definitely taking the blade this time.
Pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Oh, all those eyes on me.
Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
A gun?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
He definitely does. Enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and
More
onto a
eyes.
series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
We're gonna talk to her. But we need a plan, Mr. Nair. Seems I can do it. Step onto the void. Go and talk.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any good. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
It's pretty fucking weird.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here.
Oh my god.
I don't want
Poor
to
paranoid.
die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
She found me really fast.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it.
isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs.
What are you doing?
I'm working.
Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for
I'm not
breath.
skipping anything, I'm clicking once.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us.
Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
Oh, that hurts!
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your
I
neck.
can feel it.
It feels...
Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath.
Breathe.
Deep breath. We're fine.
Breathe, paranoid, breathe.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves,
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that. And there's the fear.
She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You know you're a lunatic, right?
I'm what I am. And right now, I'm in control. So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long finger, its tip hovering just over your
that
skin,
sound.
seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But
What happened after you killed me last
I tried
time?
to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
If you need me alive, why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nicer to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
And what if I kill you instead?
Princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other.
Thinking about that knife, are we? Put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens.
I don't think you're gonna like when I stab it in your heart.
Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine.
Not as long as I have the knife.
And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
I just saw red eyes in the background there. I was sent here to stop from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave.
Nerves, heart, lungs.
And if I let you out, what then? Do we go our separate ways?
Definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
And if you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation?
Like I said, I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Alright.
lungs, liver, nerves.
Run!
Turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
You poor thing. Wrong choice.
Nerves.
You get nowhere
Oh,
before the princess
fuck.
is in front of you once again.
You're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their
Oh,
orifices.
God.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much.
Even for you? Even for the
Can't
narrator?
keep going.
You can't keep going. Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead. But yet you live on. What? Whoa, what's happening? Moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that?
Oh, we really fucked it up this time. Seems like running always seems to make it worse.
There was a princess, I think.
The voice of the broken?
Fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left.
We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's
Whoa,
really
how
the
many
only
voices
way
are in my
this
head
works
now?
out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried.
Oh God, you're back.
everything. We love her.
Oh God,
So
you're
we
back.
have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us?
You're
Can we
cool.
love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us?
There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Yeah.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
That's a good question. How many times have you all been here?
Many times.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine, it just goes on.
There's only one way to do. Nothing. Simply, don't play the game.
You do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something. That's a new one. Huh. Do you think it'll work?
No. Nothing ever works.
Boo! You're the worst one.
He's not the one who got us into this mess.
At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries.
Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing.
And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half.
Great.
And that's why you're not the top.
I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now, all of you aren't letting nothing happen.
Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them.
Get you killed by himself? Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it.
I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity.
My point exactly.
Oh. We literally can't do nothing. Okay.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been.
It's the mirror.
Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth.
This earth?
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin.
The cabin that isn't there.
You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side.
Oh my god.
We have to let her out. It's
I'm
the
very
only
broken.
way to be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's another new one. How do you keep coming up with new things? I hope this works better than nothing did. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Fuck off,
It
opportunist.
already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor,
a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll take it. It's the only way forward.
You're gonna have to take the blades. It's the only way forward. You've tried everything else, don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's she's watching us. She never stops watching us.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish its job.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
Closer.
Was she had more than one arm?
But it was always just a matter of time.
And closer.
You were going to have to stop running eventually.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
Yes, most have had more than one. Do you mean more than two?
A witness.
Am I delayed? Nope, I don't have any frame drops.
I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, a tool. You were once something else a long time ago. That's not something or you, it's just a dull, jaded memory. There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
I need to turn off Steam notifications.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Sadly for you, not much.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Princess exhausted. Slumps.
Why is it so cold?
Bye-bye. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally
I think that might
again.
be a glitch or an
Almost.
unintended because it's supposed to be down here.
That mirror's back.
What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her.
Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing?
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Approach the mirror. You step away. Once more, its secret was made hidden, its mystery seemed
Something
unsolved.
tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it.
I mean, if yours as many as you went through, then yeah, I can understand.
It feels...
These guys have gone through hell.
The fear's gone. I'm done fighting.
Whoa.
My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
As you reach forward, they're gone once again. Mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. You're unraveled. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Freedom. There's trees and stars and people, I think. There's supposed to be people. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me. But I call them the narrator, huh?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I'm gonna kill him. And finally have some answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
You have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is awaiting Ma, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart.
That's an understatement.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One.
Oh!
Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular.
Well, let's do one more then, boys, even though it's been 2 hours. Alright, then I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
So, we saved. So we ran so far that everything disappeared. We saved. We ran away again. How many times have we done this? I've already lost track. Bring a moment of clarity to her.
You're on.
Yeah. And there's only one more option left.
You take the blade from the table. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist,
There's only
binding
one
her
more
to the
option
far
left.
wall of the basement.
Well, one main option left. I know there's like splitting options, but still.
She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have,
her
you'll have to
deems
get
that
close enough to use
she's
it.
clawing at for control.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk
Well,
finding
this is
out
just
what I can
this is the
do.
last one we're doing for tonight.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Yeah, I know, but we're gonna try and go for more of those options. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? For whatever that's worth.
Oop, accidentally clicked.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I did it! The razor?
You're on a pump.
Yeah. See the cabin. See the cabin. Whoa! Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head. That sound could be anything. It's probably
God.
just her chains dragging
Narrator,
across
you're
the
not
floor.
helping.
I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard
She sounds
down.
weird. She sounds metallic.
If she sounds threatening, it's because
Like she's
her
in a
mask
tube,
is
I
already
mean.
slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
See? It sounds like she's in a tube. Screw it! I'm not even talking.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours.
Hee.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh,
Ugh.
where the blade had been nestled just a
You
moment
can see
ago.
her tendons.
It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, fuck. Wonder what new voice we're gonna get.
You're
Oh,
on a
what
path
the
in
fuck?
woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin
Whoa.
is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards...
Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Good. It's
Whoa,
better that
a lot
way.
more voices.
Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
In a sense.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the
Stab,
princess
stab
and save
me.
the world without a weapon.
I got a knife.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are.
That's
right?
a Mia.
There isn't a door, there's just that mirror.
The cheated's in charge now. Yeah, boy!
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Hell yeah.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Same.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement
Even her
floor
dress
and the
is
form of the
sharp.
princess
Her
comes
fucking
into
shoulders
view,
are sharp.
standing at
Her
a distance.
boobs are sharp.
She gives you
She got that lower
rise.
crop look.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We
What?
died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it.
You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal
Ugh.
bickering is cut short by the wet sound of
Gross.
slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose.
and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
She has swords for arms, and we don't. We're panicking. All these ideas. Think of something better.
That's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
Whoops.
Ow.
Yeah, ow.
What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead?
Oh
Are we
shit,
alive
Stuart!
again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Hello, everybody. I am about to be murdered again. Welcome. What a fucking frame to come into. It's the racer, the perfect woman. Hey, Stuart. We just started this game today. We've been streaming for about 2.5 hours now. How did I get here? Yeah, we do D&D. Oh, happy fun. Come to my screen, just a fucking this image. Welcome. Alright. I'm trying to kill her, and I think she killed me, but we're not dead. I'm very, very, very confused. Thank you for the raid, Stuart, by the way.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Everyone was talking about the razor.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4.
This is 4? Oh god.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before
Stay
the
away.
process advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us.
We need to kill her without us
Let's see
dying.
how many
Okay.
we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
She'll fall if you give her the look, but I need the smitten in order to do the look, I think.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
We're gonna fight her again. We're gonna step up her lip, but she won't hit her, so we don't feel it. We're gonna import to her authority. Oh, that's easy. Try flirting with her! It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as you lose consciousness. It leaps from life to life to life, holding any snippets of the conflicts that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
All the
No,
voices are
you
coming
don't
out
get to
again.
escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
Whee!
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Not sure what to do, really. Chapter 4. Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our
That
steel
cabin's gotten a
claws
lot more
already in our
spiky.
hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I did do the, what was the other path? It was the path where you keep running. It's the nightmare path, but you run from her, and then she has like a sunken-in face, and the place is falling apart.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
It's the other
all
path
the
where you get
same,
all the
really.
voices.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically
The fucking
stride through
Smith.
the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything?
You've done enough
like I'm hardly
describing.
a
I'm
part
kind
of
of
this.
getting annoyed, even more annoyed with the
Don't
narrator.
care. Just want to... Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Uh,
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to
Well, I
show
figured.
you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
You gonna say what she does? Do you want her to talk now?
oh god.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say
I want to know the new
I
team.
would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's
Ah!
skin twists,
Ugh.
splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Erupts?
She becomes
Ah!
a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
So there's a chance to kill her.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
yeah, no shit.
She's gorgeous.
Smith, I swear to fucking God.
Divine. Yes, behold the perfect.
You too, stubborn?
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
The behold, the peak woman body.
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in? This is all just a...
There's far too
I
many voices.
hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
All I see is that we have access to her weak point now.
What
Ah!
just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet though you are in action with your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you have already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You hear her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only one dance, ebbed and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your heart pounds, the faster momentum volleys between you. Endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and strikes her too. Master water and steel. Master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. Both strikes are lethal. Neither you will survive, but neither your fear of what to come. This is a good ending. How are those hands grabbing her without being hurt? You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint, veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in glass in two. Ah. I think I know why emptying the mind works, during having learned some of the lore from playing the game, but I can't say it. Oh, that's fair. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into a jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Whoa. I've met you many times, you've been on long. Are you a part of me?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
I have so many questions
Then
for you.
ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will help if I... no, I do want to. Every time I ask you something, a piece of you breaks. Versions of you. You said that before. I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along? I was supposed to see this. What is this place?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done.
The job?
And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
What is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
A god. I knew I was special. What are you? Sorry, don't destroy. Living. Are you a god, or were you a god?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something, so I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
Made us out of what?
The cycle of life and death. The endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
How am I supposed to get the world rid of death?
By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are.
Ah.
No more fear. No more howling
You can't
chaos,
kill
just
death. That's...
life.
Unfortunately. Not how it works. You can't kill death. Death is just a part of life. Destruction. Why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Do you have anything to say for all your hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Run out of questions. Oh, cool. I think you're out of time. I'm not gonna slay her. Want you know that before you die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo. And every echo fades away.
As the final fragment of glass shatter, you see yourself with new clarity. The narrator was right. Oh, cool. I managed to get all the questions in one trio. Oh yeah, I'm special. A vast, nascent god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive, the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Whoa!
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means now.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Well, this entire time I've completely ignored the narrator until the last point, so... There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
We're to always become this the moment's point of doing anything. Has there always been another way? Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place. I'm never slaying the princess. Fuck you.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Free yourself. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation as you feel the sensation in your limbs. Once couldn't fathom, everything here, everything except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across the infinite sides and the infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Whoa. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
You see grass growing. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been.
Yeah.
And just like it always
Freedom,
will be.
yay! Step into the infinite. You and she steps towards 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are awake just as you've always been, just as you will always be. Through conflict as in your nature, the two of you will never be alone. The two of you will never know fear. You are finally home, and she are finally home. There were no endings, only new beginnings. Woo! One street. The voices in your head. I guess that also includes the narrator. Oh yes, this was the pristine cut because they updated it. I was about to say, there's a lot of Chinese people in that Chinese translation. Oh god, I'm dumb. I'm just surprised how much that people worked on this. I mean, yeah, because this is, whoa, shit. Yay! Hey, Manly Ballas here. That's the guy I watched all this through. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Thank you so much for playing this expression of our gratitude. Here's a track order from your special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hit the UI by hitting H. And now that you've finished the full story for the first time, you've also unlocked the gallery! You can access from the main menu and game menus, blah 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 blah. Oh, that's cool. Wowie! Okay. Memories, oh cool. Beginnings and endings. So yeah, there's a ton of vessels I need to still work. I know about the god vessels, and those are always the interesting ones to do, but I think I got through a couple of them. The first one I got was the stranger. Oh, I still have ones that I haven't gotten yet. Oh, I still haven't even gotten the end of everything. So I'll have to go back and do stuff, but as I always go, my first playthrough, I just kind of let it go. So I'll have to go through with probably a guide next time. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep going with this, or if I'm just going to jump right into Snoot Game for those who who are here, but I don't think the majority of people who are watching me right now are Stuart fans, but no, they watch some of the stuff. How much new stuff is in the pristine cut? I'm at 30. But yes, that will be it for tonight. Let's see if we can raid somebody. Maybe somebody who else is playing this game. Who was messaging me? Oh yes, don't forget if you want to, in my description below is the Discord, so you can get at. I stream I stream from Mondays to Wednesdays at 6 p.m. 3 expanded third chapters, 2 different sprites, 2 new chapters. Oh, cool! Alrighty. A new ending. So cool. So I'll get to see the new ending. I recommend save scumming eventually. I can understand that. But I must go. I must leave my... Well, no one needs me. I just need to go chill. Let's see. Same category. There is a couple of people playing Slay the Princess right now. Let's see. Oh, somebody else is doing their first playthrough. Oh, they're going through the god. I'll send you to a smaller channel because this one isn't as much. African American, LGBT, a lot of... What the hell? Most of these people are gay. Literally half of the people streaming Slay or have gay, like LGBT. We'll send it to... Yeah, so... Huh. Who to send to? Well, there's one person who hasn't have any viewers, so we're gonna send you to them. Alright, so I'll see you all next week with Slay the Princess, and we'll see you tomorrow for more RuneScape. Because I need to get RuneScape done. Alright. Alrighty. I'm gonna throw you to this person with 0 viewers. You have fun, everyone. See ya. Give a couple more seconds.